How you guys doing? And thanks for tuning in to Wicked Warnings, your number one source for construction and emergency safety and strobe lighting for cars, vans, buses, bicycles, tricycles, SUVs. Brand new 2022 F-150s, like what we're looking at right here. This is a brand new truck. I mean, brand new. Still smells new, still looks new, still drives new. We got this real nice deep blue color. And what you're eyeballing right there on the front of that truck, this truck happens to have the nicer LED upgraded lenses on the fog lights and headlights. So you're looking at our auto flasher kit, flashing the DRL. That stands for daytime running light circuit in the headlights and the fog lights. Now that is two kits, one kit on the headlight and one kit on the fog light. And they are in synchronous right now. They're synchronized in an X pattern. You'll notice the driver's headlight, passenger fog light fire at the same time. That's totally optional. Whether you synchronize them, whether you set them on the same pattern, whether you let them run just buck wild, you can do anything you like. This is how I like to do it. You can do it any way you like. The best thing about that kit, that Wicked Warnings auto flasher kit that you're seeing on the front of that brand new F-150, the best thing about it is no cutting your factory wire. That's right, no cutting your factory wire. What you're going to do, and I'm going to link you to a little video, explains just about it right here. Look on the upper right corner. That's the video. So that kit, you're going to swap a wire. We're going to slide one of our factory wires right out of the connector. We're going to put in the Wicked Warnings wire. We're going to take that factory wire we slid out of the connector, and we're going to connect it to one of our other Wicked Warnings wire. Now, we give you the instructions. We give you the kit. We give you the wires. We give you everything but the 6-pack of beer and the time you're going to need to put it in. So you'll have to get your beer and you have to get your time on your own. As far as what you need to put those kits in, the Wicked Warnings auto flasher kits are going to come comprehensive with everything that you need to do it. Now, some of the other things you might notice on this truck, the 23-inch Whelen Mini Sentry light bar up on the roof, that's not going to come with everything because right now, as you can see, it's mounted on a Acari Drill-Free mount. So there's going to be two parts there, a drill-free mount and a permanent mount light bar. And we have plenty of videos showing how to assemble those two. So there'll be a little assembly required on your end on some of the parts on this build and a little bit of extra wire needed. We're going to have that included in this package. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bundle up everything that I used on this vehicle in a bundle. That doesn't mean it's all going to install itself on the truck. You're going to have to do a little bit of assembly, but I'm going to keep it as minimal as possible. I'm going to give you everything that I think you need, except, like I say, the skill, the time, and the beverage of choice. If you like Kool-Aid, go get you some. So, again, Wicked Warnings auto flasher on the headlight DRL, Wicked Warnings auto flasher on the fog light DRL. You're not going to lose any functionality for those lights, i.e. when I turn the flashing off and you turn your regular headlights on, as you can see, you're not losing any of the regular standard usability. The other cool thing about this particular truck, my favorite part right here, we're putting our little wireless remote. Now, it's not going to focus in that good because it's way up close. But as you can see, we got a wireless remote here. We got that on our website. Comes with 2 fobs. And you can go ahead and just click it on. Now, if your lights, as you noticed, happen to be on at night, the strobing is going to override it. The Wicked Warnings auto flasher overrides factory function. And of course, if you went ahead and turned them off, you can see it's going to return right back to factory function. You're not going to lose any functionality. You're not going to hurt the LEDs at all. It's not going to burn them out. And you're not going to have any connectivity problems or other erroneous random issues. You won't have any of that with ours. It's an isolation flasher. It is mined down to the exact wire that you need, so you won't have any negative effects with the Wicked Warnings auto flasher. Let me take you around the sides and the back of this truck and show you what we did around there. Alrighty, here's your side shot. I hope you can notice that 3-inch mpower light we put in the badge. I got a real nice video about mounting those lights in the F-150 badge. I'm going to link to it right here. Take a look in the upper right-hand corner. That'll be the video that explains how to get that badge. It's an mpower 3-inch. It's an amber white that you're looking at. It has the ability to flood white if you wanted a steady override, but we're not using that on this particular build. This particular client just wanted it super easy, Nice, convenient one button. So you can also get that mpower in all the colors. If you wanted a red one or a red white or a blue or any of that, we'll be able to get you that. What we have in stock all the time is flat amber or amber and white. We're also stocking red white for our volunteer friends over at the fire department. If you have a particular need that you'd like to see that light addressed, give us an email and we'll order it in for you, no problem. Typical wait time for a custom color, about 5 days. Alrighty, as we swing around to the back of the truck, you can see how well that mpower in the badge really does work. I like it. It's like a littler version of the Super Duty we do so often. Kicks back that light at about a 45-degree angle from the front fender and just really does work very well for the rear warning, for the whole back half. Basically everything behind the front tires can see that light. Above that, you'll see a Acari Drill-Free Mounting Platform holding that Whelen 23-inch Mini Sentry. As I said earlier, those are two separate parts that you'll need to assemble, but we linked you to the video earlier, so you have no problems putting that together. Just a little side note, the particular mount that is shown in this video is Acari's regular mount. We stock the low profile mount, so I'll be linking the low profile and we'll be sending that. If you wanted the exact match to this one, you need to email in. It was special order for this customer. Just a quick side note on that mount, the only real difference is the color. I prefer the black, which is our standard low pro. That is what we keep in stock all the time. So that's really the only difference. This one happens to be silver. We ordered it up for the customer by request. On the back of the truck, what we've got is our Wicked Warnings auto flasher, flashing those white LED reverse lights. Now you do need to have factory LED reverse lights to use this. It doesn't flash the incandescent lights very fast. They're a little bit slow, kind of lazy, and the incandescent lights really don't like to be flashed. So what we prefer and what it's sold as is fitting the LEDs like what you see here. That also is a no-cut install. It's swapping a wire. No factory wires were cut. Very easy install for that reverse kit. And as I said earlier, an inclusive kit. We give you the power wire to run all the way forward. We give you the wiring to get to each taillight. So that's a comprehensive kit. Everything you need is included to do that reverse flashing as you see. Same story as the front. When you shut them off, you're not going to lose any factory reverse function. If I had a partner, I'd throw it in reverse right now and show you, but I'm alone at the moment, so we can turn the flashing right back on, but I guarantee you, your reverse lights are going to work perfectly normal when you're not in flashing mode. No negative effects from the auto flasher, period. We work very, very hard to make sure that we don't have any negative side effects from messing with the factory lights. You can be assured these have been tested, confirmed, and ready to go for the 21 F-150 and newer, the body style you're seeing here. One thing I do want to point out on these newer F-150s and Super Duties, as you can see right now, the warning is activated, but the front of the truck has gone to sleep. And what that means is the headlights are on a circuit on this particular vehicle, on many of the newer vehicles, that will go into like a hibernation mode after a while. So if you wanted the headlights to remain active while the ignition was off, and they went to sleep like this, the easy fix is to simply turn your parking lights on. By having your parking lights on, you will keep the headlights and fog lights awake. Now, I get it. I hear the next thing that you're going to say, well, I don't want to run my parking lights the whole time I have my warning light on. Here's the deal. If you start the truck, the headlights will stay awake. Your battery will stay charged, and you'll have no issues. If you need to have the truck off, locked up and closed with the parking lights off, then maybe perhaps the headlight and the fog light are not the right modification for you. Maybe you would probably want to go with something like the mpower in the grill that would remain active no matter what state the truck was in. So just keep that in mind. These fancy new headlights and fog lights on the front of these F-150s will fall asleep after a little while with no ignition and no parking light input. But it's easily remedied if you just put the parking lights on. If you know you're going to be outside, locked up, no keys, no engine for 15 to 20 minutes, your truck's not going to drain the battery doing that. You'll be fine. Now, this particular truck's got a light bar on top. It's got an auto flasher in the back. It's got some M-powers in the badges. And it's got auto flashers in the front. I'm going to tell you what the whole load of this system is. Actually, let me show you. Alrighty, I'm a little zoomed in right now, but that's our fuse. We put it right there on the battery, we label it, I got a maximum size of 10, and then what I'm going to use here is this tool right here. This is off of our website. It's a Unity tool, and it measures amperage. I love it because you can clip it right over a wire, and you can read the amperage of anything you want. Now, we check this on every single system that we install. We're going to clip it right over that wire, and we're going to see how much amperage we're drawing. Oh, now this is in AC. I'm going to select the proper voltage. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and reset it right now. Let's zero it out because I know the aficionados are going to want to see DC 0. And we're going to pop it right back over to here. And here's where we're running. Okay. And this is why I love this tool so much. Pardon my camera angle. You can see. Right. There we go. So as you can see, we're hitting a spike of about 3.7, 3.8 amps. Now, to be truthful, a 5 amp fuse would probably be okay on this, but I'm going to go ahead and leave a 10 amp in there just so it has a little bit of peak power. Sometimes in the very extreme cold, you might see a peak surge, and I'd hate to blow a 5 amp fuse and have this customer coming back for something so simple. As you can see, this entire system is running right now, and we're balanced to probably 3.1, 3.4 maybe. So as you can see, we can check everything. We always like to do that on anything we build and make sure we're at the appropriate amperage. If you don't have one of these tools, I'd strongly suggest getting it. It comes with some wire length. You can test voltage. Just an all-around awesome tool. Let me show you two other things I did unique for this particular vehicle, and then I'm going to let you go. Alrighty, so just to show you real quick, if you were inclined to put a switch in here, I've put one in here before, so you could just do a regular 3/4 switch if you didn't want. The other thing I did add was a momentary switch right here. Customer requested momentary switch, so I can change the light bar pattern. We'll be putting that in the bundle. Whether you use it or not is totally up to you. The last thing that I added in here was I heard the naysayers coming at me. Well, what if he dropped both of these into Porta-John? What if he dropped them both down a sewer? Okay. So underneath here, there's your override right there above the data link. And that's just a manual override that's going to kick the lights on if you need. It's all hidden. It's out of sight. It's hard to get to. But if you need it in emergency, like, I don't know, you drop both of these things down the Porta-John. Then you got the switch down there, and you can stop on into Wicked Warnings and get yourself a couple of new fobs. I mean, who wants to go fishing in a Porta-John, right? Jeez, not over a key fob. We got better things to do. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope you like this package, and I hope you might want to do something on your own F-150 one time. So if you do, follow the links in the video, send us an email, and please, for the love of everything, don't watch 5 seconds of the video and then call me and say, I don't know, I just saw 5 seconds of a video. Give me that. Because we put a lot of work into the videos, and there's a lot of people behind the scenes making these links and stuff. So drop a comment, tell them thank you, follow the links. Alrighty, so this is Wicked Warnings signing off. Thanks again for watching Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting and LED. Keep an eye out for stickers like this on any trucks that you might be building. And if you find one, they were probably built here. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Only at wickedwarnings.com.